Toastmaster Rajan.
Letter of credit, does it guarantee payment? I never learned letter of credit in my curriculum, but my practical experience say letter of credit doesn't guarantee payment 100%. Uniform customs practice for letter of credit, uniformly accepted rules for letter of credit in the world. First published in 1933 by the International Chamber of Commerce. Revised in 1951, 62, 74, 83, 93 and 2007. What is a letter of credit? It's a letter issued by a bank for a transaction, for a payment between a seller and a buyer. What is the need for letter of credit? There are certain conflicting issues. Sometimes the seller needs payment in advance, which the buyer doesn't agree. Sometimes the buyer wants goods before payment, which the seller doesn't agree. Sometimes open account. Open account means sell the goods and pay later. And documentary collections. Documentary collection, send the goods, either consigned to the bank or consigned directly to the buyer and send documents for payment to the bank, which certain times or certain buyers do not, or sellers do not know, they won't agree. This is the parties involved and the flow of LCs. Buyer, one who sells, and the sales contract issued by him, or the performing invoice issued by him, or the order acknowledgement issued by him, or the purchase order issued by the buyer also is enough to open an LC. The buyer will apply or request to the buyer bank, means it is called applicant bank or openers bank. He will issue a letter of credit upon the request of the buyer, and the buyer's bank will send the LC to the advising bank. Advising bank is the bank of the seller. He will send to the seller for authentication, and that bank will send the LC to the seller. So there is an understanding between the buyer and the seller, then the mutual understanding. There are forms of the LCs. Revocable, it is not existing now. No bank will accept the revocability. Irrevocable, we cannot revoke it, we cannot cancel. Irrevocable and confirmed. Confirmation is given by a bank or a nominated bank or any other bank, adding strength to the LC. Transferable LC, the beneficiary, transferable LC, then revolving LC, back-to-back LC, and standby LC. Everything I will detail. Revocable cannot be cancelled. Irrevocable cannot be cancelled unilaterally. Both the parties should agree to cancel an LC once it is established through a bank. And irrevocable and confirmed, I already explained to you. Transferable permits the beneficiary to add some or the full liability to another seller. Then back-to-back LC. Two letters of credit. One to finance the agent, and other to the manufacturer or the shipper. In this LC, only single document is negotiated, and the advising bank of the first becomes the issuing bank of the second. Revolving LC, just for from the word itself, it gets revolved for a particular period or particular amount. This is also an understanding between the long-term business between two parties. Most of the time, the supply or the shipments will be open. Standby LC, it is very dangerous. Very dangerous in this case. It's a payment guarantee. Anytime the seller can negotiate documents. In this standby LC, shipments will be most of the time will be made directly to the buyer. Shipment also cannot, no need, any document he can negotiate. And moreover, the charges involved in standby LC is more than that of a regular LC or irrevocable LC. A documentary collection, it is one of the most economical way or universally accepted mode of payment, which many suppliers in the world do not know. They won't accept. Just to send the documents to the bank. Then site LC, pay at site. Beneficiary receives payment within 5 working days from their bank complying a presentation. Presentation comply means the documents presented must be in line with the terms of the LC, otherwise he will not get money. International commercial terms, ex-works, material cost only, and the remaining charges to be paid by the buyer. FOT, free on truck, the cost of the material on truck only and remaining charges by the buyer. FOB, free on board, only the material plus inland transportation until the ship material is in the ship or of the FCA, free carrier, same as ex-works. And C&F, cost and freight, total charges. Then cost of the material plus freight. CIF, cost, insurance and freight also until the material comes to our airport or seaport. DDU, delivery duty paid or delivery duty unpaid. I have written a script there in detail, please refer that. Free alongside, which goods placed in the dock shed. The most transporting documents in a transaction is bill of lading. It is clean bill of lading. Clean means the material received by the shipper without any problem. No damage or shortage. And bank will accept only clean bill of lading. Any other documents bank will not accept. Then negotiation can be in many ways according to the buyer. It can be copy of the documents. Original documents can be sent directly. Anyway, it is already written there. Compliant presentation, I already told you, presentation of documents in accordance with honor. Any bank, if documents are okay, then they have it to honor it. They have it to pay if documents are okay with the LC terms. Beneficiary, for opening an LC, beneficiary account number is not required. If LC is restricted, unrestricted LC can be applied or established to any bank. LC deal with only documents, so not with goods. And bank guarantee means if you take a bank guarantee, you are accepting discrepancy, you are paying without any consent from the buyer. So from my experience, LC doesn't guarantee payment. Why? Because 60% documents presented in the world under LC are discrepant. Then what? A mutual trust between the buyer and the seller. Bye.